So, fresh off of WrestlePalooza, we saw Brock Lesnar once again dominate John Cena. Now, of course, this is the first time in a while since Brock's been in the ring, and the first time in a good few years where these two have wrestled each other. Of course, Brock Lesnar has got the history over John Cena, has beaten John Cena more times than John Cena's beaten him. I think John Cena's only beaten Brock twice in all their matches. But this match was basically the same as their 2014 SummerSlam match, except shorter, and both guys are a bit older and slower and can't do all they could do back then for as long, right? Which really begs the question, why even do this match? Brock Lesnar won this match, he dominated Cena, beat him up, pinned him, and then left. It makes you think, yeah, like I said, why even do this match? Obviously, WrestlePalooza is an incredibly gay name. I don't know, whatever. The name of the event is whatever. It's gay as hell, sorry as hell, whatever. Right? But why even do the match between John and Brock? Especially if you're going to have Brock win. Surely John Cena is not that much of a cuck to be like, oh yeah, it's my final match against Brock Lesnar. We're damn near the end of my run now. Yeah, I don't mind losing on this PLE. And not only do I not mind losing, I don't mind getting dominated. There's no way John Cena's that much of a cuck. No way. Right? But really weird, because just like this match, and just like CM Punk coming back, and well, not necessarily CM Punk coming back, but AJ Lee coming back, and John Cena coming back on this return, it's just diminishing returns, right? And AJ Lee caught a stray there, but whatever, forget about her. This is about Brock and John. Really, just diminishing returns, and makes you, like I said, like I've just said, makes you think, why on earth would they even book this match? Because you've got John Cena losing again. He lost the World Championship in a match that was very boring. He then gets dominated against Brock Lesnar. Like, this guy, John Cena, has got no momentum left now. It is purely a nostalgia run at this point. When he turned heel, he had loads of momentum. They fumbled the heel run. They fumbled the title reign. He loses the world title in a wet fart of a match against Cody. He then goes and wrestles Brock in another wet fart of a match. Boring. To be fair, all of Cena's matches have been pretty boring because Cena's far removed from his prime, and he's also facing other old guys. He's facing Orton, he's facing Punk. These are guys who have lost a step, undeniably have lost a step from where they was at previously in their career. And even though I think Randy Orton is still capable of putting on good matches, he's not capable of putting on those amazing matches week in, week out that he was at one point. Same with Punk. Same with Cena. Same with Brock. Brock was never, in this run, since Brock came back to WWE, the past 10 years or so, Brock's never been a guy who himself is going to be able to carry you to a great match. He needs someone else to be in there with him that can do the bumping, that can do all the dirty work, so to say. And a John Cena in his mid to late 40s is not going to be able to be out there bumping, doing all that dirty work. As much as John Cena probably thinks he can, he can't. Right, he can't. And Brock's won that match. I don't know what's next for Brock. I don't even know if Brock's going to be coming back. In which case, I also ask why. You don't need Brock anymore. I can understand the way they was booking Brock before when he was really a draw. He will still be somewhat of a draw, but he's not the only star that WWE has now. At one point, he was one of the only stars that WWE had. I don't imagine they're going to have Brock go for the world title. In which case, again, makes you think, why on earth would they do this? So maybe they've got a plan, but they probably don't. If we've seen anything from this John Cena heel run, it's that they've not got a plan. Or not got a good one, sorry. Not got a good one. But yeah, I'd be curious to know what you guys think of this match. What you think's next for John Cena? How does his career end after, these big losses? And also, what do you think next for Brock Lesnar as well? I'd be curious to know what you guys think in the comments below. Another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest in the bag, and I'm out. Peace.